Well, good morning. It's Friday, April 5th, and it's kind of cool out. It was 45 degrees a little while ago. Thermometer the temperature in here, I don't know what it is. It's 65, I guess, because that's what the heat's set on. It's supposed to warm up and rain, but anyway, the shell is done. You can see it. It feels great. I'm happy with the roundness of it and the flatness of it. It's got a few lumpies in it, but it's pretty decent for done by hand. And once ropes are on it, you can't feel it anyway, but it looks good. I'm happy with that finish. So the next step is I have to find some heads for it. Well, when I owned djembe drums and skins, I used to import a lot of cowhides, and that's what's going on. This is a cowhide. And when I sold the business, I kept a few just in case I ever wanted to do something. And sure enough, I want to do something. And that's head this drum. So I went in my little hidey hole and I found a skin. And this is, I'll show it to you right here. This is an African cowhide. It's hard for me to do this when it's on selfie mode. But there's the hide, and it's got some nice browns in it, so that's going to match the hide. And then we flip it over. The important part is looking at the back, looking for cut marks and everything else, and I see none. This looks like an excellent hide for me to cut my rounds out of. They still sell cowhides at the old shop. I'll leave a link in the description if anybody's interested. Deerhawk is making the rings for me. They'll be done today or tomorrow or soon. And I hope to start heading the drum next week. I might freeze these and get them soaked. Get them soaked and freeze them if I can find some freezer space. But in the meantime, I'm going to set the phone down in a position where you can see me mark it out. I need two 23-inch rounds. And you'll see me, I'll be scrounging around on this, on the floor here, looking for the best spot. So let me put the phone where it can be seen. I can be seen. What happened? What's wrong? I see what's wrong. On the wrong side. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to start looking. A little bit of paint, but I can get the paint off later. That looks like a scar. I think that is a scar. Well, that scar is probably going to end up being in it. Maybe. Let me look at it again. Scar won't hurt anything, but this side's too pretty not to use. So where's that? It's too bad I couldn't get spine cuts. Impossible to get spine cuts because I waste too much cowhide. But I'm really concerned about this scar. Well, that scar is just going to have to be in it. This piece I'm using is about 22 and a half, and I want it 23 inches. The drum measures approximately 16 and a half, so I round that up to 17 inches. And what I want is 3 inches bigger all the way around the drum, the rings. So, one last inspection for cut marks. I don't see anything. And I just need a razor knife. And where it went, I don't know. Hey, did I hang it up? I hung it up. Some people say that it's hard to cut cowhide. Well, I don't find it hard at all. All you do is getting started is the hard part. And what you do, hold one side down and pick up the other side and it cuts like butter. As long as you can keep the knife out of a bind. You got to keep that bind out. Voila! And like I say, the scar is in it, but I think it's going to be okay. It's not that noticeable. And there's the other one. So this should work out pretty good. Now there's something, a little trick we figured out. When you're heading the drum, these skins aren't even. This is like thin over here and a little thicker here. This one is the same way. It's thick right here and thin right here. So when I match these up on the drum, you want to put the thin side here to the thin side here, which will allow the thick side to be there and the thick side to be on that side. So you line up your thin and thicks on the opposite end of the drum, because that way, when you're pulling, you're pulling equally. Does that make sense? I'm not sure that even makes sense. But these need to soak overnight. I'm probably not going to soak them today. But they will get soaked. So that's all for today. I just wanted to show you what was going on. Next step will be working with the rings. So y'all have a good day.